Do you know which country's fighter jet is the most powerful? Do you really think America's F-22 can outperform our J-20? Well, judging by data from the recent India-Pakistan conflict, our J-10C absolutely dominated the French Rafale. The Chinese Dragon crushed the French Wind. So when the J-20 faces off against the F-22, who truly rules the skies? Today, Xinghe will guide you through the world's top 5 most formidable fighter jets. No cinco, J-10. Originally, this spot belonged to the French Rafale, but that so-called aristocrat of the skies from Europe claimed to have top-tier avionics and a full weapon suite, with a high and mighty attitude to match. Who would have thought that it would be overpowered by our J-10C, a down-to-earth, mass-produced fighter? It was crushed on every front. So what's the J-10C all about? It's basically the export variant of our domestic J-10C, a proven platform. Its appearance is modest, but it's fierce at heart. Equipped with a cutting-edge domestic ESA radar, it can carry a full load of advanced air-to-air missiles. In short, forget finesse, I bring firepower. When it comes to combat, I don't mess around. Its flight control system? It launches missiles like it's playing a video game. By the time the enemy reacts, the missile's already hit. Frustrating, isn't it? And the Rafale? It's so expensive, just looking at the price hurts your wallet. Always putting on a show of nobility. But once it enters combat, its stealth, its electronic warfare, all wiped out by a single combo from the J-10C. Reportedly, in this showdown, the J-10C's superior cost-effectiveness and combat performance won over both the buyer's heart and wallet. They bought it and immediately designated it as Top Gun in their Air Force. So don't always worship imported jets. Sometimes budget-friendly Chinese hardware delivers gold standard results. No cuatro, Russian Su-57, Russia's 5th-generation Dagger, features 3D thrust vectoring nozzles for complete agility, giving an elegant edge. The Su-57 emphasizes supermaneuverability and multi-role strike capability. It combines stealth and supercruise. With integrated avionics and heavy payload capacity, it can carry long-range missiles, aerial bombs, and a wide range of munitions. Although its stealth isn't as refined as its aircraft, with variable sweep wings and flat tail surfaces, it's truly an aerial ballet dancer. Rolls, high-angle stalls, no problem. Additionally, Russian avionics are no joke. Even early variants came equipped with Himalayas, EU systems, and EO targeting pods. Notres, US F-35 Lightning II, America's second 5th-generation fighter to enter service, comes in ABC variants for the Air Force, Navy, and Marine Corps. Most notable, the F-35BS STAVL capability, touted as the world's first supersonic stealth jump jet. The F-35 focuses on low observability and advanced avionics. Its helmet-mounted display system, JHMCS. It can directly project data onto the pilot's helmet, making air combat and high-maneuver missile targeting much easier. In medium-to-long range engagements, the F-35 relies on its flight control computer and active-passive sensor fusion to detect enemy aircraft from hundreds of kilometers away. In short, it's essentially a stealthy F-16 combined with an electronic warfare platform. It takes minimal hits and is highly upgradable. Number 2. US F-22 Raptor. Once considered the U.S. Air Force ultimate trump card, it combines stealth, supercruise, high maneuverability, and advanced avionics. Praised by official sources as unparalleled, it's known for its streamlined fuselage and radar-absorbent materials. Dubbed invincible, its nose houses the ANOR 94 electronic warfare system and integrated sensors. With highly capable data fusion, the F-22 is also equipped with thrust vectoring nozzles deflectable up to 20 degrees, allowing the pilot to maintain control during extreme maneuvers. However, it's not flawless. Its engines generate immense heat and demand high maintenance. Even today, it's a top-tier asset in the U.S. Air Force arsenal. Number 1. China's J-20 Mighty Dragon. China's first fifth-generation stealth fighter in operational service. Developed by Chengdu Aircraft Industry Group. It is the PLA Air Force's newest elite fighter. The J-20 features a Canard Delta configuration with large internal weapons bays, emphasizing stealth and long-range strike capability. Its avionics are cutting-edge, supporting multispectral sensor fusion and full-sphere situational awareness. Its nose is equipped with an ESA radar, reportedly with over 2,000 TR modules, similar to Russia's N-035 or China's Type 1475. It also has an infrared targeting pod under the chin and side-mounted infrared search track sensors, such as EATS-89 and EORD-31, capable of detecting stealth targets. The cockpit features a fully digital glass interface, with large touchscreen displays and HUD integration. Also equipped with a helmet-mounted sight. High off-sight missile targeting is easily achievable. In short, it's a domestic hybrid of a stealthy J-11 with next-gen avionics. Moreover, the J-20 has massive upgrade potential. Newer variants are now fitted with indigenous WS-15 high-thrust turbofan engines, with vectored thrust nozzle under development. This will further enhance its range and maneuverability. Now that we've discussed each jet, let's zoom in on the clash of the century, F-22 versus J-20. Don't forget, us media and Air Force officials have endlessly praised the F-22, calling it a milestone in stealth, supercruise, and avionics integration. Reportedly, American defense engineers equipped it with the ANOR 94 electronic warfare suite, allowing pilots to lock onto targets without being detected. But even before the showdown began, critics started pointing out the differences. To be objective, the F-22 is indeed an air superiority expert. It was originally designed for high-end aerial combat. Its 20 degrees thrust vectoring nozzles support extreme maneuvers. According to flight data, the Raptor can supercruise at Mach 15, with exceptional acceleration and agility, once it gains the upper hand in close combat. But still, the F-22 has its own drawbacks. Its high thrust makes stealth coding maintenance complex, requiring specialized conditions for upkeep, and the S only built around 200 units. In a full-scale war, that's a significant limitation. Now look at the J-20. Its approach is different. China's design philosophy leans toward full-spectrum and long-range combat. The J-20 has a larger airframe and more internal fuel capacity, allowing it to carry more fuel and long-range missiles. As mentioned earlier, its avionics integration is outstanding, with multi-target tracking and data link capabilities. Official sources reveal the J-20 can even perform airborne early warning tasks, which means we can use one J-20 as an electronic reconnaissance and command platform to cover other fighter jets in the formation. You should know, the F-22 lacks this kind of capability. The S typically relies on E3 and E2 AWACS for early warning. In short, the J-20 is like a stealthy command control center, while the F-22 is more of a frontline strike assassin. What's even more important is upgrade potential. The newly revealed J-20B features large wingtip extensions near the wing roots. It can now refuel from next-gen aerial tankers via boom receptacle. The domestic WS-15 engine is also on the way, expected to deliver higher thrust and greater reliability. Analysts say the current J-20 doesn't yet have thrust vectoring nozzles, but once the J-20B is equipped with WS-15 engines, it could potentially execute far more aggressive maneuvers. In other words, the J-20 is powerful now and will be even stronger in the future. Let's rewind the clock. The US stopped F-22 production in 2009. No new variants will ever emerge. Meanwhile, China continues accelerating its development. Next-gen stealth tech like plasma, cloaking, and multi-channel data links are already being explored. Given enough time, the J-20 will surpass in both scale and tech iteration. It's exciting just to think about the F-22 was legendary, but its prime was in the 2000s. Now, the J-20 is the backbone of a new era, with more room for upgrades and a different combat philosophy. Tactically speaking, there's also a fundamental doctrinal difference. US doctrine focuses on preemptive air dominance through first shot kill. The F-22 aims to shoot the enemy down first. But our strategy emphasizes networked formations and multidirectional strikes. Picture this. A fleet of J-20s approaches the target zone with aerial tankers, all armed with long-range air-to-air missiles. While one element engages in electronic suppression, another locks on via a radar net. Once the attack signal is given, even stealth AWACS on the flanks open fire. This scene wouldn't even be out of place in a sci-fi film. So when the dust settles, yes, the F-22 is formidable, but the J-20 prioritizes well-rounded, multidimensional warfare. Our Air Force doesn't train for solo duels. Every new fighter must be evaluated for how it can dominate across a larger battle space and how it contributes to the greater picture. At this point, you probably realized the F-22 is a formidable older brother, but there's always a bigger fish. Our Chinese J-20 isn't here just to look pretty. The global landscape is now tit for tat. At the end of the day, I'll just say this. The Chinese Air Force now flies on its own fists. No hype, no slander, just capability. The J-20 has top-tier avionics, rapid upgrades, and vast future potential. Even the F-22 has to concede. We can also coordinate attacks with superior numbers. Victory through mass. So tell me, aren't you fired up right now? That's what great power confidence looks like. Who will rule the skies of the future? The answer is clear. China's J-20. Not just try a little harder. We're pushing tenfold harder and moving forward fast. Enough talk. Action speaks.